do you have higher consciousness when you go to church? That's a great question. First you have to understand the limitations of church, right? Because in church they teach about the teachings of the Bible, and the Bible is a very dense and complex book because it teaches subjects like everything about life. You'll find it in the Bible. What is creation? How did life come about? It's in there. Relationships, it's in there. Manhood, not so much about womanhood, but marriage, it's in there. Strategy and warfare, it's in there. Legislation, your 10 commandments, it's in there. Affirmations, it's in there. So what is this word consciousness? Some people say opening your third eye. Some people use the word consciousness. Some people use the word enlightenment. Some people will say being educated. Like, consciousness is the idea of opening your mind about what life is about, knowing what life is truly about, and understanding the complexity. Well, more like understanding enough so that you serve your purpose here on earth. Let's start with that. So when it comes to the limitations of church, you see, unlike school, because church is an institute, right? Unlike school, where grade ones come together first of the beginning of the year, January, they start school. They are all the same age, same consciousness level, girl and boy same class, but they are the same age. And end of the year, we see, oh, this one passed, they grow to grade 2, and these ones, they still need help with grade 1 stuff, so they remain. So unlike school, where there's a grading system to see which, oh, this one did good, this one did bad, like this one needs help. Actually, I don't believe in failing. These ones still need help. They haven't grasped the concepts of grade 1, and these ones have done great in grade 1, so they can move on to grade 2. Unlike school, church is different because you come in whenever you want. Some days you don't come, some days you come. You'll find the pastor has been talking about, because it's just like my channel. Last year we were covering our limiting beliefs, our traumas, our triggers, the things that we were doing wrong. We've already passed that. Like this year we're talking about, we're giving out information like what's the way forward, what's the solution, right? But for people who are coming in this year and they are catching they're catching the conversation where we are today, they don't have the background of what I've been talking about last year. I mean, it's nice that this is the internet and it stores everything, and I haven't deleted any videos from last year. But in church, everything is live, it's in person. So if you didn't come last year and you just decide, okay, today I'm going to go to church, and new people are coming in, old people, just life happens and they don't come to church anymore. Like, there's this constant in and out. Like, there are lessons that some people just don't get. That's the limitation of church, is that unlike school, where people of the same consciousness level come in at the same time and they finish at the same time, and we can grade it, okay, they did good, they can continue to. We don't have that in church. I mean, some churches, they don't even divide uguti, man over there, woman over there. Some churches, they do, like Ushamb and ZCC, and I've noticed those churches actually have a high marriage rate, actually, simply because of doing that. It's like people learning under the same institute about marriage, and they're learning about the same principle, and they are getting on the same level because they are learning from the same institute, and they just gel because they believe in the same thing. They learned it under the same roof, but they learned it respectively in their differences. So when you're talking about how do you have higher consciousness when you go to church, the whole point of church is to make you a conscious being, is to make you aware of what life is about, right? It's just that church has limitations because there's limitations to the structure, because How can you gauge if someone learned the lesson that you taught last year? Like, there are lessons that are taught last year, but how do I know that you learned it? You, in your life, you will know by how differently you are doing, by the results that you get. Oh, actually, my relationships are thriving, money is starting to come in, my relationships, we are happy. Then you'll know, clearly I passed that lesson. But the limitation about church is that sometimes you go, sometimes you don't, sometimes you miss the lesson. But the pastor cannot keep repeating the same thing over and over and over, repeating the same thing, because people who have always been there since day one and have been following along, they are also going to get tired of listening to the same thing. But you see, if the pastor is repeating the same thing over and over and over and over, that means they themselves are not growing. They keep repeating the same lesson over and over and over. That's why I just want to make masterclasses, record them, and you guys can get them there whenever you need them, right? Whenever new subscribers come, I can just say masterclass. And Tina, the day ones, we can continue with our lessons, because some people, we need different things because we are all at different consciousness level. Like, some of us, we just need to learn how to communicate, and our everything just thrives. Our businesses thrives because we're good at communication. Our relationships thrive. Everything just thrives. But for some people, some people don't even have the basics, and some people are studying at disadvantage, as in they need to first heal. We are all at different consciousness level. Like, some people first need to heal and then get information about what life is about, and then get on the level where they can start to thrive. But can you imagine trying to get in a relationship but you don't even know the basics of what relationship is about, how to communicate, how to have boundaries, your worthiness, your self-respect, your self-esteem? You don't even know how to have a relationship with yourself and love yourself, but you want to get in a relationship. Difficult. Even worse, on top of that, you have scars in your heart, you have limiting beliefs, like you don't even believe that it's possible to, like, you don't even want it, like, you know what I mean, because you are hurt. So that kind of person needs intensive information compared to someone who just needs something small, right? We need different classes to say, okay, this one needs to start at grade 1, this one just needs a short course and then they've got it, but this one needs to start at grade 1, akhuphuke nalento. Because if you don't even understand polarity, then how do you create attraction in your relationship? You see, so yeah, church, the point of church is to make you a conscious being, but there is limitations to church because we are adults. Sometimes we don't go, sometimes we go, and then new people come in, and then, do you know what I mean? Some lessons we miss, some lessons we get, some of them we're just not ready for them. Sometimes we sleep in church. Yeah. Life is beautiful. Life is complex. Yeah, but unlike school where you get a report, in life, you will know that you are doing good and that you are learning your lessons and that you are conscious by the results of the goal that you want to achieve. If that goal is a relationship, you will know by how happy you are in your relationship. If your goal is money, you will know by how well you are doing financially or how well your business is doing. You don't get a report card, unfortunately, when it comes to life. So sometimes people don't take their enlightenment and their consciousness seriously because I don't need a report. Everyone just assumes I know, right? We just go with life. We just use money every day, but where did you get the lessons about how to use money? They didn't even teach us in school, you see? So you have to book coaching. Alrighty then.